All right, I think we are on. Hello, everybody. Happy Sunday. I don't know if everybody's already feeling a little cooped up just from the first weekend of this whole big incident with coronavirus is touching the whole world. Man, you guys, it's crazy. But I kind of feel like I have this belief that maybe God's trying to tell us something to slow down and start enjoying our families and spend time with those we love. So I don't know that He would necessarily do something bad, but I do think that we should take advantage of what we have, which is going to be more time with people that are close to us and staying home. So that's a great thing. So we're going to get started with some announcements, and then I'm going to invite Sally to share some tips with us on what she's been doing lately. So first, to start off, what I'm so excited about is LifeVantage is doing so many things in a proactive way with what's happening right now in the world. So you guys, there's so much information out there that you guys can tap into. I'm going to try to summarize at the end of this call what LifeVantage is doing for us due to this coronavirus and what we can do with this for our businesses and how they're reacting to this. And it's very exciting. So I do want to share some information with you, and we'll do that later. But just some announcements. Everybody, the road to regionals is still going on through but you all know that the events going through to March 15th are canceled. So you will not, or sorry, May 15th are canceled. So there will not be regionals that were scheduled from now through May 15th. The next announcement of the regionals going forward from the 15th of May will be announced on April 15th. So they're going to give us a 30-day notice when those are canceled. And there will be a money back guarantee for those that have already registered for those events that aren't going to happen. So you will get your money back, and LifeVantage wants to reassure you that that will happen. There's going to be different ways. I think they're looking at doing some stuff virtually, but right now they're just putting all that stuff on hold, and they will try to give us an advance notice on when the regionals from May 15th on will be held, or when the ones that are postponed will be happening as well. So some things you guys should be watching or working on right now too. The road to regionals are a little bit different, but the road to convention, guys, that started in January and it goes through the 30th of June. So Las Vegas, guys, you're in a contest. You can win that trip for free by doing some activities in your business. And Sally's going to show us what she's been doing with her business to help get her trip paid for to go to Vegas. So just watch for that. And anytime you have questions about that kind of information, you can reach up to your upline. Go to the Facebook page. That Facebook page has a lot of great information. The official LifeVantage distributor Facebook page has a lot of great information. They're putting things on there every single day. It seems like we've got great, you can watch things that we got to see down in Cancun. John Garner's presentation that he did down in Cancun is on there, guys. It was mind-blowing. And ever since then, he has been getting calls from Pro10's elite distributors to share the information with his team. So very proud of John for what he did up on stage, because he really did make an impact for a lot of people. So that's real exciting. But there's a lot of great information. So that's posted on that page. And so you can go there to find that. If you want to hear what it was said, and if you want to share that with anybody as well. So also you can go to the Facebook or the website. The LifeVantage website has any information about conventions, events will be updated on there. So please go to that, and whenever you have questions. There was a Pro 5 Summit this weekend. If anybody is not a Pro 5 or they're sitting at Pro 5 and they haven't qualified yet, guys, that is one of the best events that you can ever attend. You will get to feel what the company is really all about, and they'll share with you just how to take it to the next level for you, and that you'll see a lot of how the company really does love their distributors, and they do everything they can to help us distributors and make our lives as easy as they can. So I love the Pro 5 Summit. I want to go back. So it's just awesome. You guys should get there if you can. Again, the event's canceled. I told you about that. Also, corporate will not be traveling. So if anybody had an event where a corporate staff was supposed to be there helping you, they will not be traveling through May 15th as well. And they're talking about the meetings going virtual too. So I think we're going to see a little bit more with virtual when it comes to events, because right now, just until we know when we can start traveling and when things are going to be safe to be on the road anymore. So exciting things happening. So just those are the few events that I wanted to talk to you guys about, or announcements that I wanted to talk to you about. But I want to introduce you all. If you don't, and my name's Bridget Norrie, by the way. I never introduce myself because I just feel like I'm the oldest LifeVantage distributor, like the one that's been here the longest, I should say. So my name is Bridget Norrie from Kearney, Nebraska. I'm a Pro 6, and I'm just blessed to have been introduced to this business and this company, because I have so many great friends and partners from this company and through the people that I met. So I love and appreciate each and every one of you. One of my dear friends, Sally Bernard, has been with me pretty much this whole journey, has been with me on this journey. So very excited to share with you. Sally has, like I said, has been here since I have almost, and she's just taken a big dive into her business lately and is having a lot of great success. So I just want Sally just to share a little bit about your stories in case people don't know you, and then tell us what you're doing. I know your business, you started off with a bang, and then kind of life just happens, and then you're like, I want to do this again, and I want to rank advance. And so she started taking some actions in her business. So Sally, go ahead and share with us what's on your heart today.
Hi, everybody. I'm Sally Bernard from Kearney, Nebraska, and my husband and I do the business together, and we have been in for 6 years. But I want to talk a little bit about tonight as to, I did start off with a bang. Really and truly, I had my money back within 3 days' time when we first started with LifeVantage, and everything happened very quick. We hit Pro 3 within just a couple of months before we even knew what Pro 3 was. And then truly life did happen. We had a couple of years where we didn't really do a whole lot. Tom's dad had became sick, and we really chose to spend the time with him, along with our kids graduating one right after another. So life got busy. But what I wanted to really talk to you about tonight is what everybody's talking about. What is this? What does this represent for everyone? I know everyone seriously stocking up on toilet paper. I have noticed that this coronavirus has brought the fear out in people. This is absolutely insane. And I thought this was kind of funny because part of the stuff that I'm going to talk about tonight talks about fear. Fear of missing out, fear of not having enough. I mean, truly, when you, thank goodness I didn't need any, but truly, I mean, Hannah calls us and it was like, oh my gosh, I don't have any toilet paper. And I'm like, oh, don't worry, I'm sure I have some. But this represents fear right now. And I think that's really where I got to in my LifeVantage business. I got to the point where I was comfortable, but then fear set in because I hadn't done something for quite some time. I wasn't reaching out to someone every single day. And so as that fear starts to build up in our minds, it does terrible things. And really, we all know fear is just a liar. Fear is truly a liar. So I wrote down a few things. So I'm going to look at my notes a little bit. Basically, what I did is I took the challenge. Shauna had thrown out a 20 and 30-day challenge with Eric Worre. I took that challenge, and basically I got up and I did the work. Thoughts and beliefs were key. I got clear about my fears, and I realized that I love and approve of myself, and I'm open to all the good and abundance that this life has to offer for me. I knew what I was doing and that I deserved success, so why was I stopping the things that were bringing me success in the business by making calls or making a friend? Something that was really profound was once I started to realize that I was letting the fear take over in my mind, I realized I needed to quiet my mind and really think about why I got involved with LifeVantage to begin with. And that was obviously for more income, because everybody who knows me knows I love income. It was also to be healthier. And if I was going to be healthier, I wanted all my friends and family to know why I was getting healthier, how they could get healthier also. This is something else that I did, was anticipate your obstacles. So get a clear vision on your top 3 obstacles that bring doubt into your mind, and you need to resolve them and prepare yourself for meeting them head on. So I'm just going to give you some examples. These aren't all mine, but I'm going to give you 2 examples. My spouse is not supportive. Now that's not true. Everybody knows Tom and I, he's very supportive of me. But if you have an unsupportive spouse, basically this is what you need to say. You need to say a mantra, and you need to say, only I know my truths, and only I can do this on my own. I have the ability to do this on my own. I don't need anyone. You also, here's another one. I don't have enough time. And I do catch myself saying this quite often because I do work sometimes 60 hours a week, not only at my debt management job, but between decluttering people's homes, just different things that I'm involved in with United Way. But every single person has a phone, and most of those phones tell you how much phone time you had in that week. So when you say, I don't have enough time, you could say, it only takes 10 minutes a day to talk to someone and make a new friend. Oh, look, I've been on my phone for 7 hours this week. Don't say that you don't have enough time. You can also take that phone, and it has an off button, so you can shut that phone off and maybe get onto your computer and talk to somebody on your computer without really getting sucked into Facebook and Instagram and all of these other social medias. So you need to anticipate what those obstacles are going to be and rewrite those obstacles for yourself. You need to focus on one thing, but you need to focus on the thing that is going to bring you the money or going to bring you the rank advance. So don't be focusing on how to organize, how to talk about pro tandem. Don't take time to think about, oh, how am I going to restart this person and make this person join me when you know that that person maybe is not ready, or how to get that person started. Don't be rewriting the book. We have great leaders among us that have already written that book. Don't waste your time doing that. You need to be actually doing what's going to bring you money or rank advancement, which is making a friend. You need to do whatever it takes. You need to make a friend. If you cannot do this on your own, get a mentor. This is critical. I have several mentors in this business, and I'm telling you, there are days that I know whether I reach out to Bridget or to Cassie or to Shauna or to Misha, it makes no difference who your mentor is. You just need to reach out and reach up. Get clear on which part of your business is bringing that most revenue. I talked about that. Delegate what you can with your family or your other job if you have another job. And there's another book that I was reading. It's called The Slight Edge. And this, I think, is really, really important. These are 7 different steps that you can take. You need to show up every day and don't give up. Show up every day and don't give up. And I realize this doing the 20 and 30 run that I'm doing right now. Every single day, I have to show up. Be consistent and do not dwell on the numbers. For if you aim for consistencies, the numbers will be there in the end. Have a good attitude. Something so easy as have a good attitude. I'll just tell you a brief story. Right now, we're waiting for Haley to come back home from Austria. She was supposed to come on Wednesday, and they've incorporated martial law right now in Austria. So no one can be on the streets. They're shutting down the trains. And lo and behold, we were on the phone trying to change her ticket again. And come to find out, when I changed her ticket last week, the guy never finished through with the ticket. So really, she wouldn't have had a ticket on Wednesday either. So what a good attitude though I had, because I'm thinking, what a blessing that I had to call again today to realize we didn't have everything in place. He never finished his job. Having that good attitude, I had somebody there to help me and walk me through it. Be committed for the long haul, okay? Be committed for the long haul. This is not going to happen overnight. You might have success like I did in the beginning, But then you have a lull period. And guess what? If you're not staying consistent, that lull period gets really long, and you have to be in it for the long haul and committed to get to that Pro 10 status that you want to be, or whatever status you want to be. Have faith and a burning desire. We have heard this from day one from Cassie Teal. Have a burning desire. Make sure your purpose and knowledge of what you want, and make sure that burning desire, make sure that you possess it to get what you want. Be willing to pay the price. Everything comes with a price. You've got hard work. You might miss your favorite TV show. You might not be able to go out with friends on a particular night because you have scheduled to meet up with a new friend and talk about the business. And the last thing is practice the slight edge integrity. So on the 20 for 30, basically I committed that I was going to talk to 25 people a day. 25 people a day. Here's the thing. Nobody knows if I talk to that 25 people a day, but I do. Use that integrity in your heart to know that you're doing the steps, because nobody's going to come and knock on your door. Bridget doesn't come down here and say, hey, Sally, did you talk to 25 people today? You have to have that integrity and that slight edge to know that you're going to do it with purpose and with conviction, and have that burning desire to make all of this happen. So I am truly, truly blessed to have LifeVantage in my heart, to have it introduced to me from Jeremy and Bridget Norrie. I am so blessed for everybody that I know, but truly don't wait to be consistent, because 1 year can go by, 2 years can go by. Now, trust me, it will be okay as long as you never give up. So thanks, Bridget.
Awesome, Sally. That's, those words are so refreshing to, I hope, to everybody, because, everybody has kind of the same struggles. And I think if we can just take a few of those nuggets and implement some of those things that Sally was talking about, you can really make an impact in your business itself. And right now, I talked to Sally this morning about Fuzz, or Haley, Fuzz, they call her Fuzz, and her trip. I'm like, that little brave soul. My prayers have been with her a lot, and that she's a brave girl. She's a strong girl. She will get through this, and she will get home. But she's a great kid, and she gets that from her mom. You can obviously tell, because Sally's a very strong woman herself. So there's a lot of people out there in this situation, kids trying to get home, activities being postponed or canceled. And it's stressful for a lot of people, but guys, keep your faith and just know that this will soon pass too. And so we will all get through this together, and lean on people, all of us. If you're confused by something or whatever, lean on us as well. So we're all family too. So, and what I'm super excited about is LifeVantage. LifeVantage has done so many things in a proactive way because of this, what's happening right now around the world. And what I realized when I listened to Darren Jensen and Brandon Cunningham and Justin Rose did a Facebook Live when they were at Pro 5 Summit this weekend, just to kind of keep us up to date on what was going on. I don't know if everybody had a chance to watch it, but it was 30 minutes. So I know I don't take the time sometimes to watch 30 minutes just because there's not enough hours in the day. So I did watch it, and I wanted to summarize it for those of you that couldn't be on that, because there was some great information that will really, I think, build your belief in our company and our corporate staff that has our backs and is doing everything they can to help us. So I'm going to peek down at my notes too, but basically what I'm saying is LifeVantage is digging the well before it's dry for us. I mean, they're being very proactive in what they're doing. What he talked about was the supply chain. A lot of people are worried, are we going to have enough supplies or the products to get here? And he broke it down into, there's 3 phases of the products. There's a finished product, there's a work in progress, and there's the raw material. And what's exciting is he mentioned that they've been dealing with this since China broke out, which has been months, a few months. And this is just hitting us now, so we're just realizing it. But LifeVantage has already been working on this, and so we're ahead of the ball game in here in the United States, because they've been dealing it with their customers and trying to keep their customers on the front end and like a high priority for them, so they have enough supplies and we have enough product to get to our customers. So they're already taking a proactive approach, and we have a lot more finished product available than we did even before. They talked about how a lot of companies have 1 to 2 days worth of product ready. Well, we have months worth of product. And one of the reasons for that is because we are a subscription based company. And so we already know every month how much product we're going to need. So that's the beauty of it. We're not one of those, companies that we have an influx 1 month and down 1 month. We are very consistent with our subscriptions. So they already know what we need. So we have enough to fulfill our subscription needs, and then beyond that for the new people that join. And they also said anybody on subscription is a priority. That's always going to come before even a spot order. So just keep that in mind for your customers, as well as get them on a subscription so that they become the priority for the company if we would come into a situation where products are limited. So I was just super excited to hear that they've been analyzing that process for a long time, and they're working ahead of the game for us so that we should not have to worry about that in our business. So the other thing about what they talked about is, actually Brandon Cunningham was saying that he said, what kind of message do we need to be sending to our customers? What message do we need to get out there to them? And he talked about, people already know that we have a great product, that a lot of people that we've talked to, but they're watching now and they're kind of doubting what's happening in the world today. Their jobs aren't secure. They're having to stay home. Not everybody can work remotely from home. I mean, with their jobs, it's just not possible. And so some people are scared, and they're going to have a higher chance of looking at the network marketing process now because this has happened around the world. And so that's kind of exciting. So we should capitalize on that and not have to worry so much about talking about product, but just giving them hope. We do have a different way of doing things, and that should be something that we capitalize on in this situation. The products all work, and it's great. And they also talked about, don't over promise product claims. And so that is something too I wanted to touch on just a little bit. We need to be using our monthly marketing playbook because that's going to have compliant information on it. We don't want to go around saying that our product will prevent you from getting coronavirus, because that is not, we don't have anything to prove that. Are our cells healthier because of our products? Absolutely. So we're protecting ourselves, and just like the approach we've always taken, we're on the proactive side of this. We're not preventing. We can't say that, but we can be on the proactive side of making ourselves better, keeping our gut health better, so that we have a better immune system. But we cannot say that it prevents the coronavirus. We're just protecting ourselves and making them healthier. So that's something I did want to mention so that everybody's on the same page with that. And if you're ever in doubt, a great resource is John Garner. I'm going to just throw your name out there, John, because John's been in pharmaceuticals and he knows what to say, and just what's compliant with things. So if you ever have any questions, John, I hope I don't blow your phone up, but I just want you to know he's a great resource for that kind of thing. And obviously our compliance at the home office is also a great way. If you're ever doubting anything or wondering before you post something, just definitely check it with that, or do something that's already approved on the playbook. So other than that, Jeremy Nori is on the line too, and I'm going to let him, you can unmute yourself, Jerm, and but I'm going to talk just a couple more things, and then you can chime in here when you can. What's the other thing? Go ahead, because I've got one more note here I got to find here. So go ahead.
Well, the first thing I want to say is thanks for everybody getting on the call tonight. Sally, you did an amazing job. I'm so thankful that you said yes to this company. So you and Tommy have been such a blessing in our lives. So I just want to talk about, I think you hit it on the best, Sally, is there's fear. And you know what? And fear can either drive you one or two directions. Either you're going to fear, you're going to run to your house and lock all the doors, or you can fear hey, we're going to go and do something. And I think this is a great opportunity time. I'm not lying. I'm excited. I mean, I hate to say this because I'm not excited about sickness. I'm not excited about the coronavirus, but I'm excited about where we are as a company. Darren Jensen said it best. Let's say LifeVantage has positioned themselves, okay, not in the survival mode, but in the thriving mode. All right, because of what they've done corporate wise, their distribution wise, our product wise. We are in the opportune time to help people. And like I said, like Bridget said, we're not trying to claim anything, but at the end of the day, what are we trying to do? We're trying to help people's health. That's what we're trying to do. You make people a little bit healthier, guess what? You might not have whatever. So listen, that's all we're doing. And so we're going to have better conversations. And the number one thing I would say that sometimes the hardest thing is people don't want to listen. I mean, I think that's the hardest thing. We've been talking about this. Look at this, look at this, look at this, look at our products, whatever it is. Sometimes people just shut you down because they don't want to listen. Well, maybe this is an opportunity right now that people might take a second and listen. And I'm not just talking about your health. I'm talking about, listen, there's fear out there, again, the fear thing about maybe money. Maybe, is the world, what's going to happen? We don't know. I'm just saying we need to have some conversations out there. The best thing about our company and our business is our industry is we can work from home. All right. And I think we take advantage of that because we do have these Zooms. We do have opportunities that we can have conversations through your cell phone and your computer that we don't actually have to go out and have actual live meetings. I do believe that will obviously come back. So, but as of this right now, most people that are maybe fearful, maybe going out because of this, I hate to say virus, the word just makes people scared. But that we can do this. And listen, people are going to be more open to listening right now. I promise you. I'm not saying to call them up and say, listen, I've got a solution. I'm saying, listen, we've got some great products I think you should look at. We've got an opportunity. It's the same message that we've been saying before this happened, and it's going to be the same message after this goes on, okay? So that's my suggestion. I will say, this is, how do I want to put this? For every single downturn, and I don't care if it's economy or if it's something tragic, unfortunately, there's going to be people that make money. And you need to decide if this is an opportune time to maybe take advantage of those times. And I'm not saying that in a bad way. I hope and I pray for every single one of you. And to be honest with you, if anybody comes in or gets sick, I want to know about it. I mean, as long as you guys are willing to talk about it, because we want to send a prayer train out there, a prayer chain. I'm going to talk a little slower, right? Bridget says I talk too fast sometimes, right? But anyway, so I went before, I don't know if Bridget got some more analysis, but I want to say, hey, listen, John and I were talking 2 weeks ago, and he did a great call about just keeping it simple business-wise. One call. Seriously, if you could do one call, and I love, Sally, I saw that you'd posted the next day that you did it, and I'm going to be honest, I didn't do it. I mean, but I will, I'm making a commitment. I'm going to post tomorrow that I'm making one call. I'm going to send the video. I have a new video. So, but I'm just giving everybody, listen, the numbers are up this month. Everything's going north, which is great. You guys are doing an unbelievable job. Just keep it up. And maybe it's because we just keep it simple. Just do one call. All right. And maybe it's because you're reaching out because some of you care about, because of these times, or maybe it's because you think about maybe they're wanting some more money, whatever it is. All right. So I'm gonna turn this back to Bridget.
Awesome. Thanks, Jeremy. I knew you would be able to tie some things up for me. There was one thing I wanted to let you guys know too, is something that, and on the call that they talked about, was that we are LifeVantage has been prepared to set up this corporate staff to be working remotely from their homes. So if something were to happen where they couldn't go to the offices, they wanted us to be reassured that they've got the IT connections and the ability to do this from home. So anybody that works in the office can turn that off there and take it into their home and work from home. So there will not be any hiccups or delays in the company itself, and people working at the corporate office, because they'll be able to do that from home. The call center and all that stuff will be able to be headed up all the time, so we won't have to worry about that. So with that being said, I think we've talked about a lot of good things, and I hope you guys are reassured that LifeVantage has got our backs and that we are all here to help one another. And just take advantage of this time, you guys. People are going to be home. When you're sometimes worried to call somebody because they might be at work, I think there are going to be a lot more people at home. So just take advantage of that. Just reach out to people, and your first conversation might not be about about product or about the company or anything. It might just be, hey, how you doing? How your kids holding up? You know, anybody in your family sick? That conversation will lead you into conversations with our products or our opportunities. So guys, just take advantage of this time. Don't be afraid. If your fear of missing out should be happening right now. What Brandon Cunningham told us is that in 2009, when he started this business, he grew fast. It was at the end, or it was when the economy crashed. That's when most of the Pro 10s in this company built their business, and built their big part of their business was when the economy had crashed, because people were looking for something else. They knew that the traditional way wasn't working for them at that time, and so they found a way to do it this way. So guys, take advantage of this time right now, and know we're all here to support you, and we love y'all. Have a great night.